service. And for some reason, I don't understand him, besides he's schizophrenic half the time. Absent-minded Abe, the guy that's started and deleted his channel 100 times, a guy that has 10 different names, 20 different channels, backup channels, side channels, so he can sneak up and spy, and he's burnt. If he is a targeted individual, he's fried. And I've prayed for him before, and I guess I'll just keep doing it. I posted that, and he was the only comment. And it said, "You're a effing liar." Now, you guys know me by now. I don't get sick. The last stretch was like 2 times in 8 years that I got sick. That's it. And I'm 99.9% positive I got hit with a virus then. There goes a FEMA trailer. Thank you, Jesus. Donald Trump is finally moving these trailers out over here. Look how empty it is now. The day Trump took over, FEMA started. Well, it's probably 2 weeks after Trump took over, FEMA started doing their job. Anyway, my routine's the same every day. I don't come in contact with people. You pick up germs and viruses when you come in contact with people. The only people I see from 10 feet away. When I go to get gas, there's a cashier, and I'm usually 5 to 7 feet away. I don't touch them, they don't touch me. We don't touch each other. So that's not a problem at all. If you'll ask God for discernment, God will give you discernment, and He has given me discernment so much that I can't even realize when He wants me to be discerning. The last time it's happened, it was pretty much the same way it happened. I drank out of a water bottle that was already opened, but you know, I'm in my truck, I pick up bottles in my truck, should be mine. They're open, it's me. And the reason I drink open bottles is because I'm not going to infect myself. Okay? And I hate to waste food and drink. I don't waste money. Biggest waste of my money is gas, driving everywhere I go. Because I have to for what I do. You ever had a moment in time where it's like your brain took a snapshot photo in that exact moment, but you don't know why your brain took that photo? I got done with what I was doing. I got home. Tina was in the kitchen, and I was in the kitchen with her. And I looked between, she was standing in front of the sink, and I looked at the sink, and there was one of my teas. I drink a Lipton Georgia peach tea. That's what I drink. It's the only thing I drink. We can't drink the water we got because it's covered in chemicals, and it's just nasty. That's the only thing I can drink. I used to drink Sprite, but Sprite's got so many bad toxic stuff in. I switched to this sweet tea, and I know it's not the best, but we don't have any options. So I don't get sick often at all. Like twice in 8 to 9 years is pretty healthy because I maintain everything. I exercise as much as possible for my age. I mean, I work too hard for my age. But I eat healthy. I don't do fast food. I mean, I ate Wendy's the other night, and that's a problem. I was starving, and that was just my temptations. I gave in to my temptation. Tina said, "What you want to eat?" And she's like, "I'll go get Wendy's." I was like, "I don't want Wendy's," but she didn't want to go get anything else. So anyway, the snapshot in my mind was seeing that half-drank tea sitting right there on the kitchen sink. Ting! And I saw it between her arm and her hip, and I looked at it, I was like, there's a half, and I'm the only one who drinks my drink. Nobody else touches my drinks. If you're targeted individual, gang stalkers and perps know what you drink, they know what you buy, they know everything about you. You are studied beyond, they know you better than you know yourself. They know what you dream. You don't have to believe me, I'm telling you. I mean, the Trump administration said last week that, hey, we can control time. They admitted they can control time. They have a time machine. Okay? You don't have to believe it, but I've been telling you things you don't believe anyway. So I remember that snapshot of my tea. I was like, oh, well, there's a tea already open. I don't have to get a new one out of the refrigerator, and I'll just drink it. As soon as I opened it and turned it up, boom, my throat was sore instantly. I mean, it was instantaneous. I was like, oh God, I've been drugged. It was that quick. With this drugging, my dangler is sore, my throat's sore. I just can't catch my breath. I don't have a fever, but I'm lightheaded, dizzy, I guess you could say. I'm praying that the Lord's going to heal me. I told Tina I need to get some all-natural honey because that's the best thing for your ailments is honey, but I haven't gotten any yet. So I'm dealing with that. It's a hard time, but yeah, they hit me hard, and the main reason is to infect me so I can't get done what I need to get done. And they know I babysit my grandson, so if they can infect me and then infect everyone around me, because I told you it happened to Tina. It happened to Tina, I guess, right before COVID happened. She was driving to the doctor. She was perfectly fine when she left the house. Within 8 minutes of leaving the house to go to the doctor, boom, she was sick instantly. Now, on the same video I shared about the jab, that the jab, all they got to do is activate it with frequency, sound, and light. Am I asserting that the drink is what did it? That seems to me the best thing, but it could have been that they hit me with a frequency and made me like this. But more plausibility would be the more reasonable would be, yes, they drugged my drink. And here's for the people that claim to be, and this is what makes me question people like absent-minded Abe. If they're following me with drones and airplanes, is it that hard to think that they don't have chemical weapons, that at any time they can use a biological weapon and make somebody sick? I mean, what do you think we just went through when everybody was forced to wear things on their face, muzzles, and we said bats in a wet lab had sex, and boom, here we are, the world's infected? No, it was a biological attack. That's what I don't understand about people. Well, I believe you, the planes and drones following you. How much money do you think that costs to fill up planes following me around? I don't believe you. You're a effing liar. Oh. I think I've proven that one more than enough to show that, yes, I'm being followed, I'm being stalked and harassed. They're capable of anything. I mean, we can see how much Elon Musk has found in slush fund from the CIA through USAID. It's a slush fund to overthrow, topple governments, and to topple our own government. Whew. So, on top of that, Tina was alerted yesterday at work that somebody took her credit card number, and I told her, I said, you got to quit using your debit card. She uses she don't use cash for anything. She goes debit card, get it. They hit her debit card, and I'm not exaggerating. She told me 30 times in less than 5 minutes for $30 a piece, and they got her for $600. She said it's going to take 30 to 45 days for her to get her money back. How are people supposed to survive like that when your money could just take it? And even the bank set up an alert on it, said, hey, watch this. She canceled the transaction, but they said that they still will hold the money in escrow. And then it went to some MedPay place with an illegal alien's name, like Jose Munoz, or Munez is what she said. Somebody supposedly paid their doctor bill with Tina's debit card. I mean, the bank flagged it as fraudulent. She said it's fraudulent, but here she's got to wait 30 to 45 days for that money to pop back up into the account. If you guys watch these scammer channels on TV, on YouTube, Scammer Revolt, Scammer Paybacks, Kitboga, they'll show you every scam in the world. My daughter, last week, they hit for her for $1,000. They got $1,000 from her, had her go back to the bank and transfer $4,000. And the second time, after the $1,000 was already just gone up in the breeze, because she fell for it. She works she works downtown at a restaurant. She's like shift supervisor. There's no parking in town, none. they don't get permits for the employees that work uptown at all. So she'll have, and I jumped her ass for it, she'll have all kinds of parking tickets, like $2.50 a piece. And then she'll just let them pile them up and not pay them. I was like, honey, you got to pay them. I said, they're gonna come after your tax money, and they'll start doxing your dang insurance, or they dox you, they'll start garnishing your wages. She didn't believe me, and they're like, oh, well, you owe $800. The last bill she got was like $800. And she just assumed, because they said, oh, we're going to put a warrant for your arrest. You'll pay this money. She paid $1,000. And then they tried to get her for $4,000, and she was going to do it. There's the pigs up here waiting for another victim. Yep. Pigs waiting for another victim. The American people are getting just slaughtered when it comes to scams. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Watch this. State trooper. That's all they do. That's all they do. Generate revenue. And I'll flash them. I'll flash them and warn them. Terror pigs out generating revenue for people just trying to work. So yeah, biological weapons. I mean, who do you think? You think anybody is going to volunteer to be in a biological experiment for viruses and bioweapons? You think anybody's going to volunteer for that? It's just like with the targeted individual program. You think anybody's going to volunteer? MK Ultra, they volunteered for it, and see what happened to them? MK Ultra is real. Still happening today. So, someone like Abe, bless his heart, I'll say that, bless his heart, can't even fathom that's how big the program is. I mean, he's, and I don't want to say this disparagingly because I'm trying to do better. I don't want to disparage him, but military members really aren't that advanced in their thinking. It's yeah. So I just now deal with the consequences. I mean, it was instant. As soon as I took the drink and I walked to the kitchen, as soon as I walked from the kitchen to the living room, I was like, man, I don't feel good. And that's why I knew right then and there. I knew exactly what it was. It was my tea sitting on that counter. We had a Easter dinner last night at my daughter's house. That's because we were supposed to have it the week before, and my daughter and her boyfriend got in a fuss. So we couldn't have it then. And everybody's fussing all day yesterday. My daughters fight like cats and dogs all the time. I was like, doesn't matter. You guys going to fight. You still got to suck it up. Because they always have each other's backs when it counts. They just fuss and fight like their sisters. That's what they do. So it's like, you guys ain't robbing me of a second Easter. So come on. And my grandson, he ended up getting sick, puking everywhere. He's got reflux because, I mean, his little body's been through so much. But he's doing great. He's doing great overall. His health is vastly improving. Perfectly normal kid. If his mom would just listen to me when it comes to the stuff that she does, she's overly protective every time she has the least little fever. She'll take to the emergency room. I said, honey, all they're going to do is give him Tylenol and send him home. And that's what they do. But she wants to make sure she's doing the right thing. My kids will tell you that my dad is very, very smart, but they still don't want to believe me. They're starting to see what the real world is. They're starting to understand why Dad is this way, because they didn't see America before this great invasion. And by the way, for some reason, as soon as I sat down on my truck, I feel like I had a shot in my hip. I might have to check my hip when I get home, but it feels like somebody shot me, and that's happened before too, where I had a needle stuck in my hip. Y'all, everybody knows what it feels like to get a shot in the hip. My hip feels like somebody has injected me with something. I don't even know what I was going to say. Dadgummit, I forgot it that fast. What was I talking about? It was a point. Oh. one has moved into the house next door. Why do I say that? Now remember that this is the house that's got the affiliation with south of the border. Isn't it amazing Donald Trump has locked the border down? And exactly what I told you, they bring people straight from the border here, put 10, 20 of them in this house, and then they all have a job day one working at the laundromat that does industrial laundry. That the place is set empty for 3 weeks. Isn't that remarkable? Doesn't that prove what I've been saying all along? That he's holding out for the next shipment of people to come in so he can generate $5,000, $6,000 a month courtesy of the U.S. taxpayers, but nobody wants to believe me. I'm telling you guys, God has blessed me with discernment. He has blessed me with seeing the devil's ways. I heard I watched Tom Homan this morning doing an interview, and I think it was from this morning. It was Forbes News from an hour ago, so I assumed it was from this morning. But they said they deported 11,000 illegal aliens. That ain't enough. 11,000 out of 20 million? That ain't gonna do it. Anyway, I'm gonna save my voice and save what's left of my knee. So you guys just pray for me in Jesus' name. God's gonna heal me. Pray in Jesus' name, God's going to heal me and everything's going to be fine. Because I don't get ill at all unless I've been drugged. They experiment on us all the time. What do you think these chemtrails are? They're experimenting on us. UK has approved the government to black out the sun. Tell me they're not headed for death. They have approved Bill Gates' plan of blocking out the sun because of climate change. Without the sun, plants don't grow. Without the plants growing, we don't have anything that burns the CO2. Because plants thrive on CO2 that we breathe out. So without us, there are no plants. Without plants, there is no us. And without bees, there's nothing. Whew. Okay, I gotta go. I'm getting busy. God bless.